New Legacy Yeti title.
Bliss, Broken Bone, and returning superstar.
And WWE Championship match made for SummerSlam. Hello, welcome to Wrestle MSX, the best wrestling channel you've never heard of. I'm Michael.
I'm Sally.
We recap CM Punk hijacking Sami Zayn's title reign and becoming champion, and then jump to Nick Aldis in the ring. He explains he had an altercation with Gunther, hence his suspension, and then confirms he is back as SmackDown's general manager. His next piece of business is to welcome out the new undisputed WWE champion CM Punk, sporting a black eye. Aldis says we've been working on this for a while and then congratulates the new champ. Punk says he's been speaking/negotiating with WWE management and spearheaded by Aldis to bring him to SmackDown. He then reveals he got a phone call last Monday saying the new WWE champion needed a challenger, and when championship opportunities fall out of the sky, CM Punk catches them, which is reference to when he spoke to Cody about opportunities falling from the sky, about title chances a few weeks back. I think it was after Night of Champions. Anyway, Punk says he'll defend the title on SmackDown week in, week out, more or less, and then says if there's anyone in the locker room that thinks he has something that belongs to them, come and get it. I like that. He then tells Zayn he'll give him a shot before calling out Gunther, Balor, Keys, Priest and Williams, but he's then cut short by Cody Rhodes heading out. Rhodes mentions Punk talking about title shot matches falling out of the sky, which can happen, but some championship matches have been building for years. Punk assumes the obvious, referring to the pair fighting for the title, adding he thought it would happen at WrestleMania. The pair agree they can't run away from one another anymore, with Rhodes reminding Punk again that when he was champion he said, just say when. Punk then gets up close and personal to Rhodes and asks when, with Rhodes saying SummerSlam. The pair shake hands and Aldis, who's been loitering in the corner of the ring, then makes it official. See, I always said they want to make SummerSlam the WrestleMania of the summer, and Punk has said, I thought we'd do this at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Now we're going to do it at SummerSlam. So it's basically Summer WrestleMania. They've always wanted to do, especially making it 2 nights as well.
Yeah.
They've always wanted.
Yeah,
I think when they first did these things, they put WrestleMania in the wrong place.
Yeah, it's a funny time of year, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like just at the start, where you want to have a big build to the middle, but it falls nicely for the Rumble into Mania. But
Definitely, yeah.
if they could move Mania, not that they probably will do one day, I think they'd want it in the middle.
Fair enough.
Anyway, thoughts?
Backstage, Kathy Kelly asks Jade Cargill why she asked to go one-on-one with Alexa Bliss, with Cargill saying, seeing as Flair wants to play games, I'm going to kick her friend's face in. Nice.
That's just wrestling. God, come on.
Meechin then says Flair needs a lesson, with Fab saying she can have a front row seat, as she watches her friend get snapped like a twig, or words to those effect. Cargill then says she's not responsible for what happens to Bliss, but you can put the blame on Flair.
Ooh, wowzers. So, first up tonight, Finn Balor versus Tama Tonga, with Tonga at ringside. Balor's straight out the gate and takes it to Tama, looking to dive at Tama, but Tama distracts Balor as he bounces off the rope. Lots of rhyme in there. Back from the break, and Balor's back in control and gets a 2 count cover. Naturally, Tama comes back with a 2 of his own, but can't stop a sling blade and shotgun drop kick.
Balor goes high for the coup de grace, but Tala gets on the apron, distracting the ref. Balor pauses and then looks for his finisher, but Tama rolls out the way and hits the cutthroat. He then delivers a double underhook facebuster and covers, but only for 2. Tama's then tossed out the ring, with Balor diving out at both Tala and Tama. The pair then get back in the ring, where Balor lands a shotgun dropkick, followed by the coup de grace and cover for 3.
Backstage, Kathy Kelly tells Carmelo Hayes Trick said he still needs to prove himself for a title shot, with Hayes responding he deserves a shot, and then takes a shot at Lil Yachty, saying all his top songs have been features. He then tells Trick he won't outwork him and that tonight he's going to prove he's him.
We then cut to R-Truth giving money to Axiom, seemingly about a football bet, with Fraser
Come on, England.
with Fraser wearing an England shirt and Axiom a Spanish one. Some World Cup bants there. Just steady on, WWE.
Calm yourself.
After being paid up, Fraxium walk away, with Fraser saying it's coming home.
Yes, it is. Come on, England.
With the War Raiders then coming into shot, and Ivar sporting a new look.
I think they're back in Norway. Vikings. Yeah, you like that? You like that link there? Yes, look at that. Oh, you don't get that anywhere else.
They say Aldis is here tonight, alluding to sort a match for both tag titles, when they're interrupted by Jimmy Uso and Jacob Fatu. Jimmy says he wants a word with Truth, with the Raiders then heading off. Jimmy says he's looking for Solo, with Truth saying his kids yeeted on themselves, so he's babysitting. Jimmy then looks to head off, with Fatu then asking Truth if he's seen Keys. Truth says he's never seen him a day in his life, but if you do see him, then hide your chain. Priest then appears and after many handshakes tells Fatu Keys is here and that they've seen him.
At this point, Truth is doing his best.
Fatu then tells Jimmy that they'll go to the ring. Truth then asks Priest why he did that, with Priest saying Keys is not their problem.
Back from the break, and we see Aldis on the phone to Sami Zayn, who's on a mental health break, when Gunther walks in. The sound dips, so they have to use another mic, which seems to pick up some strange hum in the background. Anyway, Gunther says he could stooge Aldis out to his bosses and he'd be gone, but he wants Aldis to fix it. He adds he doesn't care who he faces, even both, and then tells Aldis he has till the end of the night to fix it.
We head to the ring next with Big Jim and Fatu. Jimmy calls out Solo, with Royce Keys heading out instead. Keys says he's out because he mentioned his name, adding that their family business is affecting everyone around here and is starting to affect him. Jimmy says he's here for the OTC business, with Keys saying he's not even here. Fatu then shouts what and steps up to Keys, saying they're tight and he can talk about anyone else, but don't go there.
Keys then says blood doesn't make you family, loyalty does, citing they have brother versus brother and cousin fighting cousin, whereas he has no family and for the last 14 years Fatu has been his brother and he refuses to let him fall. Jimmy then asks respectfully, you're going to cross a line you can't come back from, do you understand? Keys then draws an imaginary line, crosses it and says there's a line, I just crossed it.
Jimmy then asks if he thinks he can take the pair on, adding, we'll put a beat on you, the worst beating. Fatu then jumps in saying, there ain't no we, this one's on you.
Thanks, Jacob.
And then leaves the ring. Jimmy then calls for Aldis to make the match official and looks for a cheap shot on Keys, but Keys blocks it and tosses Big Jim out the ring.
Back from the break, and after learning of the release of Moana, the live action edition with, who's that fella?
I can't remember his name.
We have our second match of the night, Jimmy Uso versus Royce Keys. We head outside where Keys collides with the ring steps, allowing Jimmy to land a splash when back in the ring and cover for two. We go back out again with Jimmy throwing Keys over the announcer's desk and then head for a break.
We come back to Keys in charge and dropping Jimmy on the announcer's desk twice before Big Jim counters Keys and sends him crashing into the ring post. Jimmy then takes a moment at the timekeepers but doesn't realise that Solo is behind him. Solo attacks and looks for the spike, but as he lines it up, Fatu's music hits. Solo releases Jimmy and instead of running off, confronts Fatu, with the pair then going at it.
See, I didn't think he would. I thought he'd
have gone,
through the crowd. They end up taking each other out over the timekeeper's barrier, with the camera then panning back to the ring. Keys is looking at what's happened on the outside and then turns into a spear. A 3 count ensures that Jimmy wins. After the match, Fatu gets Solo in the ring and begins to put a beat down on him, but as he does, Keys grabs him off, with the pair then arguing.
Fatu then super kicks and sentons Keys before wrapping a chair around Solo's neck as he lies in the corner. Fatu runs at Solo but stops short of hip attacking him and says, "Well, we're not sure because every time Fatu spoke, Solo made a noise over it. But we think it was either to fall in line or stop getting involved." Even the subtitles couldn't make out what he was saying.
It was ridiculous.
Fatu finished by saying next time he won't stop. Wade Barrett picked up the slack though and said that Solo was told to come to Raw on Monday so they can speak to him.
See, now, when I was listening to this, that did not sound like what Fatu was saying at all. The problem is, every time Fatu spoke, Solo was, it's like, oh, Solo, just give it a rest. But good, yeah, as I say, because I've got a feeling in the back they were like, yeah, we don't.
No one knows what's going on.
Nobody what was saying.
You need to let the guys know to watch Raw.
Yeah, exactly. I checked subtitles, and it's just like Joe Test talking, and then just like nothing. Yeah. I'm like, what is going on here? But thankfully, someone in the back's gone, yeah, Wade, you need to just
tell everyone what to do.
Tell people to tune into Raw, because that's where it's going to be. Anyway, we then cut to a clip of Sami Zayn after losing on Raw, moaning that he only had the title for 9 days. Punk's been gone for months, and then swearing at a camera saying he has no business. We then cut to Kathy Kelly with CM Punk and asking him for his thoughts on Gunther. Punk says he can get in line behind Cody and Sami can get in line behind Gunther. The interview is then interrupted by the plank. Punk asks what this is, with Candice saying while Sami held the title there was hope for the real underdogs. Punk then tells the pair to get back in the ring because wherever this is, it isn't working. Punk then heads off and bumps into Finn Balor. Balor says he was hoping to bump into him and then welcomes him to SmackDown.
So he is officially on SmackDown then. So not both titles are going to be on Raw.
No, it was pretty much said at the top of the show.
Yeah.
I think I said it, or I think we said that Aldis was like, welcome to SmackDown.
That he wanted to get him over, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Been talking in the background.
Apparently. We have a vignette from Fatal Influence, I'd forgotten about them, saying they're going to take the women's tag team titles next week at Saturday night's main event from Brie, Bella and Paige. Before we head ringside for Alexa Bliss with Charlotte Flair versus Jade Cargill with Michin and B-Fab. Cargill turns her back to Bliss to taunt Flair, with Bliss then attacking, but not for long, as Cargill overpowers.
She looked like a child. There was one point in this match when Bliss rolled up Cargill and she was like fully on her legs, like literally balancing on her legs to roll her up. They're like a child wrestling an adult.
Yeah.
She's so small.
She is quite
Obviously
small.
Cargill must be massive. 7'2" or something. Anyway, back from the break and Bliss is in control and getting 2 off a natural selection. The pair exchange a few more moves and verbals, with B-Fab then tripping Bliss. Flair does the same to Cargill, the ref never saw either, with Bliss then covering again, but only for 2. That was the bit where she looked like a child wrestling an adult. Michin and Fab then attack Flair, with Fab getting on the apron. This distracts Bliss, who then turns into a big boot. Jaded and a cover then end Bliss's night. After the match, Cargill and the baddies beat on Flair, with Cargill then using a chair to break Bliss's arm, while Fab and Michin held Flair in the corner. She didn't really break it, kids.
No, I don't think
that was the intention.
No, I think if she did, they wouldn't show it.
No. So Bliss is obviously going to be written out for a bit.
Yeah.
So if she's written out for a bit, that's just Flair taking on Cargill and the baddies, unless she teams up with Stratton and Green. See, they weren't on this week, which is fine.
Yeah.
You bring them in next week, fine. You don't need to ram everybody in together. It's too much. I thought this was I enjoyed this SmackDown, actually. It was just, lots of talking, long bits, but it was just nicely put together. It flowed. I liked it. Well done. Good job.
Backstage, Little Yachty presents Trick with a legacy title.
Absolutely ridiculous. Yeti title. Abominable Snowman.
And then tells him to give Hayes a diamond butt whooping.
What's that?
I have no idea. We then see
Sounds
Bliss
painful.
ushered into the doctor's room.
With a broken arm. It's not broken, it's okay. So to the last match of the night and the main event of the evening. Carmelo Hayes versus Trick Williams with Little Yachty. We see Ricky Saints watching on from the back and then see Hayes taking it to Trick. Trick drops Hayes just as we break and then come back to a Dirty Diana and cover from Hayes for a 2. A DDT nets him another 2, with Trick then getting 2 off a jumping neckbreaker.
A frog splash nets Hayes yet another 2 count, with the pair then exchanging more covers. Hayes then lands a first 48 and then goes high, but as he does, someone grabs his arm. Baron Corbin.
Who saw that coming?
No one. Corbin sends Hayes to the mat with the ref then calling for the bell. Corbin then enters the ring and beats on Trick before landing an end of days to both Trick and Hayes.
Love this. The last time,
who would have even thought he'd be coming back?
Somebody would be. Oh yeah,
of course,
I know he was coming back. No, you
course.
didn't, mate. Whatever. Get a life. The last time I was a bit like, what? Was when the Hardys came back.
At WrestleMania all them years
about
ago?
20 years ago.
Yeah.
That was the last time I was properly like...
When New Day were presented it and you just thought they was going to enter the tag match.
Yes, and we're like, oh, but we're not.
Yeah.
This is who's coming. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was like... I remember we watched that, didn't we? It was like...
Oh my god.
And this was the same for me. I mean, obviously they're not on the
Maybe not
Hardys
as
level.
high, yeah.
They're not on the same... But it's like... Because you
Sorry,
don't expect
what?
that. Because
Yeah.
you're expecting Ricky Saints to come out like...
Obviously.
Oh, I've seen this
Yeah.
for the last 20 weeks. I don't want to see this anymore. Anyway, we digress. To the last segment of the night. Nick Aldis' answer to Gunther's proposal. Gunther heads to the ring and calls out Aldis, with Aldis then heading out. Nick says he's going to give Gunther what he wants. CM Punk and Cody Rhodes at Saturday night's main event in a tag match. With Gunther's partner being Sami Zayn. Of course it is.
I don't think that's what you wanted.
No, Gunther's not happy, surprise, surprise, with Aldis saying the main event for SummerSlam stays the same, Punk versus Rhodes. Gunther then attacks Aldis and actually attacks him before placing him in a sleeper. Not just a little push and shove,
No.
actually attacks him. Refs and backstagers head out and break them apart, but Gunther breaks free and locks in another sleeper.
Love it. He releases and locks it in again
Oh, wowzers, why are you doing little funny bits?
before letting go
Yeah?
and locking in again.
Who's writing these funny bits for you?
It's just me. Cody's music then hits as Aldis is out of it, with the American Nightmare heading out. As he heads down the rampway, removing his jacket, SmackDown goes off the air. A little bit like the old WCW days.
Now, after a little bit of searching,
Yeah.
nothing really happened.
No, so it was shown, I've seen it online, they've shown it was like a minute or so.
Well, you won't see it anywhere else
This
because
is
they cut
true.
the feed.
They did, it just ended. It's like Sopranos or something. Not that I ever watched that.
No, I haven't, but I do know that that's
Yeah,
when
yeah.
it ends.
Cody's just pacing in the
Topical
ring.
finished about 30 years ago. We are on it. We have got our finger firmly on the
I know,
pulse.
right? Yeah. So Cody's just pacing the ring. He's like, "Come on, Gunther, you and me
Where's
now."
Gunther out of the ring?
He's out the ring. He's like, he's heading off. And he looks back at Cody
Gunther.
as if, as if he's going to
coming.
be like, "Oh," but then he
Nothing
just walks
happens.
off, and yeah, that's it.
Good. I'll go straight into this because this is... I don't want to spoil anything.
Oh.
Michael's moment of the night. Again, this could be a match, a line, a look, a promo, something funny, interesting, serious, quirky, and or different. Just something that catches my eye. Obviously, it has to wait until the end, because if I do it halfway through and it's something that happens at the end, it's kind of a spoiler. So Michael's moment of the night, sometimes good, sometimes shite. So hang around and wait and see as to whether you disagree. Truth was funny.
He always is.
He was, but sometimes a bit. Oh, I've heard this before, but he was funny. Danhausen, take note. You are not funny. So yeah, Truth was funny when he was talking to Jay. Baron Corbin coming back was out of nowhere, and it was a proper what?
Yeah.
Now this guy's like, I'm sure he's like 6'8". He's tall.
He is
you
tall.
don't think you don't realise how tall
No.
he is. And then you got Hayes who's like 5'0" nothing. Ricky Saints is probably 5'2".
yeah.
Trick says he's 6'1", but Corbin comes along. He should smash all of them. So that's going to be a fatal four-way for the US title.
You reckon? All four,
Oh,
yeah.
I've called it already. But what I like most of all was SmackDown just going off the air. Because
just
it didn't leave you with an answer. Somebody usually comes in, beats the hell out of someone. Now, some people aren't going to like it. Oh, well, we want to see what happens. Yeah, we'll tune in next week and find out.
Yeah.
Now, I did say to you that this could be WWE wanting more social media views. So you're going to go to their Twitter or their Facebook or their Instagram or their what's that old one that you used to use?
MySpace.
They might go to my
Bevo. What?
and so people go, oh, I don't know what happened. So it's going to draw people in, which is understandable. But I like the fact it just finished, and you're like, oh, well, we don't know what's happened. We don't know what's happened. Where's this leading? Because usually you get someone in, as I say, they beat someone up, they'll stand over them, they'll raise the title, and you're like, okay, right, yeah, well,
that's the end.
That's the end. Whereas this, you're like, oh, what's happened? Did he get hold of him?
Yeah.
I mean,
because it was before he even got in the ring, wasn't it?
yeah, he was just taking his jacket off, and I'm like, there's only 10 seconds left here. Are there? Is he going to? Oh, it's gone. So, and I did enjoy this. I don't know if it's because it was shorter, but it was just 4 matches. There was nothing meaningless.
It wasn't dragged out.
It was all... Yeah, anyway, good. I enjoyed it. I'm going to give it 85.2. So about...
Out of 5?
300. Out of 300.
Oh my god.
That's our score ratings here.
Your score ratings. Agree or have any thoughts that you'd like to share, then please feel free to leave them in the comment section just down below. Make up your own rating if you want.
Yeah, why not?
Don't forget to go and check out our Muses video with our thoughts.
But nothing weird like 6.32. Who does that? That's weird. Sorry.
Don't forget to go and check out our Muses video with our thoughts and honest opinions on the last week of WWE, because a new one drops every
time your dad
Wednesday.
Anyway, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, join us, join our Patreon. We haven't got one. And we just hope that you had a laugh at what we were doing. That's all I'm bothered about.
And we'll see you Tuesday for Raw.